here, Google Chrome. So this is what I've been working on. So actually that's the checkout page. So let's see what's the page before that. So I don't know if you guys remember, but I had launched something pretty similar to this back in January. It was a much shorter version than this, and it didn't have nearly as much, I don't know, detail, graphics, etc. So worked really hard now the second time around. Spent months on this thing. Actually, you could argue almost a year if you count the time I spent on the previous one. So it's something for people who are, you're in IT, you're in telecom, you're in datacom, you're in networking, and you're just like, I really want to just quit working for the man. So that's exactly what this was designed for. And I'm going to launch it August 1st. I still just got like some little like aesthetic things to kind of tidy up. So I'm still working on that piece. But like if you want to kind of see a little bit about what the course is, you come down here to the very bottom. So well, here, let me back up. So if you want to see about it, go to training.networkadvisor.net and then come down here to the very bottom. So like when you land on that page, you'll be up here. It's nice, pretty pictures, things like that. But anyway, you go to the bottom and it kind of shows you like what's going to be in the course, or well, not what's going to be, what is in the course, what you would see if you took the course. So like kind of a welcome, understanding, and then the very specifically like, no, this is what the work is. This is how you find the customers. This is how you use your specializations to build your business and how to manage your life and your business, which that's the nice thing about self-employment is it allows you to kind of manage your life a little bit better. And then I talk very specifically about business setup. I mean, I'm not making any broad strokes here. I will tell you very specifically, you need this, you need to do that, you need to go get this form filled out, and you need to get insurance or not. You don't necessarily have to have it, but in some cases it does make getting more business. And then there's not only the setup, but there's also like what do you do when you're running? Like, okay, great, I'm all set up and now I start, so what's after that? Then I'm also working on this thing called launch support, which is it's kind of like I'm not 100% sure what it's going to look like, but it's going to be a subscription. It'll be a really affordable monthly subscription where I'll like offer continuing support for your launch. So it's really scary to go be self-employed if that's never something you've done before. And so what I said was, the course is great. The course is going to give you all kinds of information. But I think there's just a lot of little tacit things that I just can't stuff into the course because it just become ridiculously fat and not even fun to take. Because there's all these things about like psychology, different types of customer behavior, things you're going to run into, just bizarre things that wouldn't even make sense in the course. But once you start doing it and I start telling you about it, it would make more sense. So that's the whole idea is to provide not only the course, but also a follow-on subscription support model so that yeah, it's probably going to have a lot of content in there. It just won't be in course format. This is the course, but then the second piece, the support thing will be more like kind of free form, almost like kind of a go look it up yourself if kind of thing. So like maybe that day you're having trouble with, I don't know, a customer engagement. You're really scratching your head, like, was that normal or not? It's like, well, you can go in and check out the customer psychology section of the support. So anyway, but that's separate. Support's a separate thing. I haven't completely built that yet. Anyway, so this is my course. I'm very proud of it. It's going to be available August 1st. If you want, you can actually purchase it now at a discount. So because we're running a special on it. The plan is that once I go live, that the price is probably going to be around 150 is what I'm thinking, probably around 150. I know my coach wanted me to charge a lot more, and I was like, no, I don't want to do that. I don't, because they were talking about like, oh, you should charge $300. I'm like, $300? That's a lot of money. So I'm like, no, how about half that? It's like half that seems a little more realistic. Anyway, all right. Well, listen, I'm going to let you guys go. You know, Tariq showed up and said hi. Hi, Tariq. I thought maybe you guys might have some more questions, but maybe you guys can watch this later. I'll leave it up overnight. Maybe I'll delete it in the morning. I just thought maybe I'd catch some of you guys just to kind of introduce this to you and see if they had any comments or questions about self-employment in the IT field. All right. So appreciate you stopping by, and we'll see you soon. Have a good night.